Really, that's
Okay,
fine.
you gonna let me out? You gonna let me get out? God damn.
Step out.
This is what we do every time.
No, you don't.
Stop.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. I swear to God.
Inhalation
Watch
fingers.
this.
Frank,
No,
just
it's going
cooperate.
A late-night encounter between a security officer and a resident quickly escalates into a tense standoff. What starts as a simple request to turn down the music turns into a power struggle over authority, rights, and residency. But who's really in the right here? The security guard enforcing private property rules, or the resident refusing to comply? Let's break it down.
So I'm going to ask you one last time. Are you refusing to leave the property or identify your residency?
I'm about to go to the store.
Okay, so go. Get moving. If I see you back on property, you'll be detained. Because you do not live on property. You refuse to identify. And you're refusing to
Who
leave.
are you, dude?
Property security, that's what we're here
You
for.
haven't identified yourself.
I'm property security. I'm with Front Range
Yeah,
Patrol,
I don't know who.
33.
What's your name?
I don't have to give you my name. I'm not a
What's your
police
name?
officer. You don't pay my paycheck.
I don't have to
My
give you- I
taxes,
don't
your
have to give
taxes
you- I
don't
don't
do
have to
nothing
give you
about
my
me,
name.
but your taxes have nothing to do with
I
me.
don't have to give you my
my
name, dude.
Okay, so I'm asking you to step out of the vehicle now, man. I'm not going to do this with you tonight.
And you're gonna open my vehicle?
Absolutely. You're on private property. You're refusing to
I live-
identify, and
I
you're
live-
refusing to leave
I live
private
here.
property. Okay, what unit?
I live here.
What unit?
I live here.
So I can advise property management.
Who are you, dude?
Who on their property is acting like
Who
an
are you,
absolute
dude?
child. Making threats.
Making threats?
Yeah, you told me, do you really want to do this right now? When I simply asked you to turn the music down and stop smoking in the parking garage.
I turned it down.
As far as I'm concerned, that's a threat.
I turned it down.
And I also advised you that you
Turn
need
it
to
down.
identify
And you
yourself.
and you open
or
my
at the
door.
very because you're on private property.
No, I live here.
I don't care.
I live here, dude.
I don't care. You will refuse. I've refused on several occasions.
Dude,
You've been asked several times
I'm about
what
to go.
unit you live in.
I'm about to go to the store.
Well, it's too late for that now.
No, it's
now
not.
we're waiting for my partner.
No, it's not, dude.
Yeah, we are.
You open my door, man. I'm about to go, nigga. What this stupid ass nigga talking about? Nigga, I'm about to go. What the fuck is this dude talking about? This stupid motherfucker. I'm about to go, nigga. Now this dude wanna block me from leaving.
So you claim to be a resident? Are you going to tell me what unit you live in?
I'm trying to leave, dude.
Okay, so here's how it's going to go, man.
I'm trying to leave, bro.
What the deal is?
I'm trying to leave.
Oh, cool. So now you're willing to hear me.
I'm trying to leave,
Okay, so
man.
here's how it goes, man.
I'm trying to leave,
You're
dude.
refusing to identify what unit you live in.
I'm trying to leave,
And
dude.
as soon as you're questioned about it, you're like, oh, I actually live here. Oh,
I do.
now that they're actually going to do something, I'm going to decide to
I
leave
do.
property. So as far as we're concerned, you are not a resident of this property. If I see you on property again, you will be detained.
Okay.
If I see your car here, unless, again, I don't see any sort of permit. If I see your car in the parking lot again, it will be towed. You understand?
No, I don't, but okay.
No, it will.
I hear
It will.
you.
Okay. So are you going to come back to the property, or do
I
you
hear
understand?
you. I hear you.
You hear me? Awesome. Have a good night, child.
You goofy nigga. This motherfucker wanna block me. Yeah, get the fuck out the way, bitch. Try it, stupid. Stupid ass.
This situation raises an important question about authority and rights. While security officers have a job to do, they are not law enforcement, and residents still have the right to question their actions. But refusing to comply can also escalate tensions. So next time you're in a similar situation, ask yourself, are you standing your ground or just making things worse? In this shocking video, a Las Vegas Metro police officer ignores an injured man who was just hit by a car. Instead, he chooses to harass another individual for flipping him off. The officer claims the stop is for jaywalking, but the real reason becomes clear retaliation. Instead of doing his actual job, assisting an injured citizen, this officer is more concerned about his ego. Watch as the officer fails to uphold his duty, ignores his body camera policy, and violates a citizen's rights over a petty grudge.
Hello.
Hello.
Nothing for you.
They didn't tell you what I needed?
They said you wouldn't tell them what you needed.
No, I specifically told them I needed an officer complaint form, an officer to tell me how to go about that process, and 2 FOIA request forms. They've had me waiting here for like 10 minutes and said that you...
I was in the middle of a test.
Well, I get that, but they didn't even tell you what I was here for.
Is there a reason why you're recording me?
Yeah, to document my business.
Okay, well, I'm recording you also.
I see that, sir. You're supposed to. I love that you have a body cam on. Are you kidding me? I think every one of you guys need
Now, what
one.
do you need again? I'm sorry.
2 FOIA request forms. And
what?
2 Freedom of Information Act forms, and
You
then
get those from the county attorney's office. You won't get them from us.
since when? You guys are supposed to, have you read the FOIA laws?
The what?
You guys don't have Freedom of Information Act forms here?
Not that I'm aware of. The office is not open right now, and I'm not a clerk.
So, okay, and what about an officer complaint form?
I don't do those either. You'll have to contact a supervisor
Well, then why didn't they send me a supervisor?
because there is no supervisor out right now.
Well, you guys don't have a form for officer complaints that you can hand me. Oh, that's public record. What's your name, sir? What's your name?
I don't have to tell you.
So
that.
are you trying to intimidate me when I'm trying to file an officer complaint?
I'm just recording you.
Are you trying to intimidate me while I'm trying to file an officer
I really
complaint?
don't know where those forms are. I have
Well,
no
go
idea.
find them. Where's your boss?
Uh,
What is your name, sir? I need you to identify. I can't see a name on there.
That's because there's not a name on there.
You understand that now your personal cell phone is going to be
It is
FOIA
anyway because the
requested.
county pays for it.
Oh, well, great. Great.
But that also
So,
means
but
your
you know,
cell phone
no,
is
you
on
need to understand. No,
Yeah.
I didn't commit a crime.
there. I haven't either.
It's a Freedom of Information Act. You're a public servant, right?
What are we? Who are we complaining on? I don't even understand.
I want a freaking complaint form, sir,
You need
and
to
I
lower your
expect
your
you.
demeanor
Why?
because
Why?
I'm not doing anything to you.
No, you're recording me while I'm
Because
trying
you're
to. No,
recording me. I'll
no,
turn mine
no.
off.
You are
I'm
recording me.
recording this
Listen,
anyway.
listen to me so I can tell you my problem. You asked. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to turn in an officer complaint form and get the form to fill out and find out the process. And instead of telling me how to do it,
I don't know.
You got no. Listen. Instead of telling me how to do it, you're or whoever I was talking to, they were all asking questions, trying to find out information. Wait. And then also you, instead of just telling me the information I need to know, you bust out your cell phone trying to record somebody
You're recording
that
me.
might be wanting to file an anonymous complaint.
You're recording
It doesn't
me, so I
matter.
have the
It
right to
doesn't
record
matter. If I'm complaining on an officer, you don't need to be sitting there
don't know
recording
where
me
the
like that.
forms
You
are.
already have a body cam. You're just doing it to intimidate me.
you. No, are
You know what?
trying to intimidate me?
You know what? Sir, I need my FOIA request.
I'm gonna go in here and see if I can find you.
Good, I've been waiting. You came out here to, what was your name? I've asked you your name.
Videotaping all the
Yeah,
time.
I'm allowed to. I'm allowed to. Don't you understand that? The law allows me to. I have constitutional rights.
That's outstanding.
Well, what's your name, sir?
I'm gonna see if I
Are you a representative of this sheriff's office and you won't even tell me your name and you don't even have your name on here?
I'm not required to have my name on here, but my
You
last
won't
name
even-
is Peck.
Peg? How do I...
P-E-C-K.
P-E-C-K? Thank you.
Let me
Please
see.
get my forms, though, instead of trying to argue with me and make me upset. That's terrible. I actually need 2 officer complaint forms. Thank you.
Handy.
Asshole. You guys see how he is. He has a problem with me recording out here. God. Oh, God. There's a couple. But because it was that hard to give me my forms and to just tell me how to do it. Yeah, I know, right? I know. How are you? Do you work here? Oh, what was your name, sir? What do you need?
Police department.
What do you need?
Well, you're standing here.
Yeah, I'm trying to, what I came here for, but what was your name, sir? Before I tell you my business.
Police department.
Sorry, what?
Hampton with the Benton
Hampton?
Police Department.
Okay, so I came here and pressed the button and stuff, trying to get my FOIA request forms and my complaints. And then the guy that came out, Officer Peck, or Deputy Peck, after several minutes, he was being a jerk. And instead of, I was asking about the officer complaint process and what I need to do, and instead of like getting the papers like I had originally requested to dispatch on the button, which he already should have known, he starts recording me with his cell phone. I knew he had body cam, but he took his cell phone out trying to intimidate me out of the complaint. That's the problem. But I wanted one of their deputies, which you don't even work here. You do, right? But to explain the complaint process to me and what I need to do, because I noticed that it says notary. Do I have to have that notarized by my bank, by somebody here? Any of that he wouldn't tell me. And I also, they never gave me the Freedom of Information Act form either. I don't know why they called you here when all I needed was an officer complaint.
City limits, and I take care of everything. So, hence why
But do you understand the problem with that? I shouldn't have
So if you
all
want
of
it-
you
if
guys
want
coming
it
up to me.
get it notarized, yes, you can take it to your bank. You can take it up to anybody and get it notarized if you choose to do so.
And you're
If you want
speaking
extra
on
time.
behalf of the sheriff's office, right?
I mean, he can tell you that.
I just
I'm
want to
telling
make
you
sure.
how to
I've
go
been
by it. It
I've
says
been told
notary.
things, and then they say, well, you know, it just kicked around the bush.
I'm just telling
I
you.
don't know why I have two officers here instead of just the one guy. Give me the damn complaint, tell me what to do, and let me go about my business. And then because I was recording, he chose to start recording me trying to intimidate me out of my complaint. I have every right to document my business, right? Especially my business with law enforcement. That's been ruled on. We all know that, right?
Okay, whatever. Anyway.
What do you mean, whatever?
Deputy
You're
Peck-
rude.
Deputy Peck.
What do you mean, whatever? Is that how you
whatever
speak
you
to the
mean.
citizens, dude?
I'm-
Are you serious? I wasn't rude to you at all, right? Was I?
I'm not being rude.
You
All
are.
right. What I was going to explain.
You know what?
Deputy Peck gave you all that. So our dispatch center, who's right in there, called me to come over here and see if you needed anything else.
No, I asked them for a different officer because Deputy Pecker didn't want to give me the correct info. Deputy Pecker didn't even want to identify it first. I don't know why you guys, none of you, is that normal in Kentucky that you guys don't wear badges? Or your name badges?
Yeah, we normally do, but we all wear overvests, so we don't have name tags.
Oh, on those?
Yeah.
Is it a requirement in this state for you guys to identify the public when you engage them, if they request?
What do you mean by identify the public?
Identify yourself. When I say, hey, what's your name? You tell me whatever, Hampton. You know what I mean? Because he refused to at first. So I didn't even know who I was talking to from your sheriff's office. Then he was being a big jerk, taking his phone out, recording me when I could have wanted to file. What?
Do you want us to explain those papers to you?
Yeah, that's what I wanted from him. That's all I wanted. That's what I asked for.
That way you can actually look at
I'm not going on your hood. No, sir.
Then prop your hand up here. He can tell you which part to fill out.
There you go, man.
All right. So you just start. You start here. This is for the office. This is what the office will do. You just start here. Fill out what your complaint is. Your narrative of what your complaint is. The notary, like you said,
Now, by law, do they have to have notary here?
and then I don't know about law, but I mean,
Oh.
if you want it to be formal, I think it's probably a good idea to go ahead and do it.
Okay.
And then your information. And this is for the office as well back here on the findings of the complaint. Same here. I
So
guess
they
this
will
is the
notify
paper.
me of their findings, like whether it was just nothing or something?
If you ask them to, they probably will.
Oh, excellent. See, and what was your name, sir?
Deputy Green.
Green.
Which is
Oh.
also colored. Yeah.
Now, are they going to give me my FOIA forms, or do you guys not offer them, or what's the deal with that? Freedom of Information Act, the forms.
Okay, what forms? What
Free-
forms are you needing?
I need the request form so I can request information. You guys don't have
like an open records request?
like a public records, Freedom of
Okay.
Information.
Yeah,
You've
you'll have
ever
to
heard
do
of
that
it?
Monday through Friday.
We cannot come here today since I'm already here doing my business?
The office ladies have to do it Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. You
Okay.
can do it then.
And who can I turn them into? I have to come Monday through Friday? What if I work those
Yeah.
exact hours?
Well,
I have to take off work?
then you should probably have somebody else come do it for you.
Can they do that? If it's something regarding maybe, say, a specific case for me, you know how they have to redact, I see that smile. You know how they have to redact the information, like personal info? Then if I send, say, my sister, they would end up having to take out the information I may or may not have needed.
So then you should probably, if you work those exact hours, you should probably take a couple hours off if you really want it that bad.
That's crazy. And do they have a law for that? Like the specific hours I have to turn in or receive the forms?
Specific law. What do you-
Yeah, do you guys have a law? Because you guys have your Freedom of Information Act, you guys have your Kentucky State, whatever. Does it state that it has to be between the hours of 8 and 4:30 or whatever, Monday through
No,
Friday?
that's just who has access to it. We don't have
So you
access
guys,
to
you
it.
don't just simply have access to a form that should be readily available.
We don't, no, the deputies do not. No.
That's crazy. Who can I talk to about, like, who should I call and talk to on Monday, like, regarding that? Your sheriff or who?
You can come up here and talk to the ladies in the front office.
Well, I will not be here then, luckily for you. But, so can I call and speak to who, your sheriff? Or do you have, like, somebody that oversees the records department or whoever makes that rule?
The ladies at the front
I don't
office.
understand why.
You can come up here Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30.
Really?
Yeah.
And I can't get a complaint form. Well, originally I couldn't get a complaint form. He wouldn't let me get the complaint form at first. He said I had to come back. I said, well, if he's out there doing some fucked up shit at 3 in the morning on a traffic stop on a Saturday, then that shit needs to be addressed. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he did, but, you know, that happens.
Wait till Monday morning to complain. I mean, honestly, that's where all my complaints come from, Monday morning.
Yeah, well, you might just do something bad enough that it needs to be addressed. You know, it's not just a whatever, like the way you talk to me. You could be doing something bad. Well, just officers in general. Does that make sense? Now, does the jail have their FOIA request forms available? Because I will be going to ask.
That's a different agency.
Well, so is he, but you guys sent the police here when you guys got guns yourself.
What does that have to do with the jail?
I'm just confused as to why.
Well, the jail's over here.
Uh-huh.
You can go talk to them about their forms.
Excellent. And I'm not going to be harassed by other people.
That's a totally different entity.
Because now that he's here, I would understand why they called you. They told me I requested a different deputy, but because he's here, I don't get why he has any reign over this. But did somebody call the police on me? Did they request assistance?
Our dispatcher called and said you were still here and wanted me to handle it because obviously Pecker couldn't handle it for you. Correct? That's what you called him, right? That's hilarious. I think that's great. Yeah. I think that's great.
He called him Pecker too.
So yeah, obviously if he couldn't handle it for you, maybe they were thinking I can handle your problem. But obviously Green and I have handled you today, and are they open right there? Or does she have to go over here to the side door?
It may be a better idea.
I tried to go in the back, and then some mean guy came up and yelled at me.
Right here.
We'll show you.
That door right there, you see that little push button?
Uh-huh.
Just push that and tell them what you're here for.
All right.
And they'll send somebody out here for you.
Now, and is that detention center, is that the same as the jail, or are those two separate things?
It
Is
all
that,
connects together.
do you guys have a juvenile detention in this county? No? All right. Thank you. All right. So we're going to try this one and see how it goes, guys. I still don't understand why they called the town police on me. I was actually going to go there too, so maybe I still will. See how friendly they are this time. They were mean to me a minute ago. A while ago. Hello, I need 2 Freedom of Information Act forms. And do you guys have a deputy complaint form like for the COs?
No, we do not.
How would one go about complaining on a corrections officer?
You can come up here Monday and talk to the jailer.
Nobody is willing to take my complaint right now?
No, honey, the office is closed.
But you didn't even ask if it was an emergency.
If it was an emergency, I just believe you'd have told me. Were you not just at the sheriff's office?
Yes, ma'am, but I'm here trying to talk about the jail, not the sheriff's office.
Well, the office is closed.
Well,
If you want to come in and sit here, I don't know what to tell you, but you need to get away from our door, okay?
Why do I need to get away from your door? The deputy's
Because
just...
I'm busy.
Honey, the deputy just told me to come back here and walk me this way. So why do I need to get away when he told me to come? You guys hear how rude she is?
This video is a disturbing reminder of how some police officers prioritize personal grudges over public safety. An injured man is left without medical attention, while the officer wastes time retaliating against someone for exercising free speech. Is this how public servants should act? What happened to protect and serve? Every citizen should be aware of their rights and hold police accountable. What happens when recording in public makes you a target? In this unusual encounter, a man conducting a public investigation finds himself the subject of suspicion. As people grow uncomfortable, tensions rise, and the police are called. But was he really breaking any rules, or was this just fear and misunderstanding at play? Let's break it down.
Massage parlor with pregnancy you can get. Sign me up. Ming, where are you, Ming? My sister's. So Lester, we do believe, is inside this building. We do believe Lester Green, folks, is in this building. He's about 6'7", 400 pounds.
How tall are you, Beetlejuice?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm 6'7",
No,
480 pounds.
No, you're.
And he's in here somewhere. I know that for a fact. Hey, I do fact checks. This is what we do here at BCNN, folks. I gotta do some investigations. Blind intersection. I have eyes I can see. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Good evening. Good to see you. How we doing today?
Good.
Thank you.
How are you?
Hey, I'm doing the best.
You look great.
Oh, thank you. There's one women's. There's one women's. Hello. Good morning, fresh friends. Oh, look at this. They just love me. Light bulb. Hello? Where's this coming from? Hello? All right, something is going on in here. Very, very suspicious. They better not. They're calling the police because I'm black. This is unacceptable. I cannot believe them. Now I got to run away because I got warranties on me. My heritage means more than this. Golly. Huh. Please. Unacceptable. I cannot believe this. Christmas balls. What is she looking at? We don't know what they're doing in here, folks, but something nefarious, obviously. Very, very suspicious behavior. Oh, she's counting dollars, counting bills. That woman right there looks to be rich as hell, and I want a little piece of that pie. Chocolate crumble pie, please. Proceed with caution.
What are you guys doing?
Just conducting an investigation. Please don't tell anybody, though.
Yeah, sure. On what?
We're looking for Lester. Last name Green, Green.
Who's that?
A massive black man.
You're black, right?
Black? I'm fucking Puerto Rican and I ain't fucking black.
So we're trying to catch him in the act right now. We have this investigation been going on about 7 months now. There's somebody, we do believe he's inside, but...
Butt crack news rocks.
Hey, butt crack, brother. Butt crack all day.
That's what you guys do? You're a YouTube thing?
Investigative journalist. If we're able to find Lester, this is going to be massive for us because we're doing things that no others can do with these investigations. So if you do see a Lester Green...
You're headed in the bank.
Okay, if you would like to ask him, we'll wait outside.
Yeah.
Where's Lester? Ma'am, if you can hear me, is there a Lester in there?
Me?
Is she mouth breathing right now? Oh, they better not have. You kidding me? Ah, shit. Looks hungry. I think he is hungry. Maybe a little bit healthy. This is very strange, though. We will find him. How are we doing today, sir?
Good, you?
Oh, doing the best. I am the best. Huh?
World treating you all right?
Yeah, well, maybe.
That you could be.
Yeah, one woman said that I'm looking good.
Yeah, are you?
Yeah.
I'm Sergeant Dobbs.
Nice to meet you.
You Casey?
Yeah.
How are you, buddy?
Seen me?
Yeah, well, yeah. It's kind of popular.
Oh, yeah.
All I'm going to tell you is yeah, the bank is, I mean, it's private property.
Yeah,
they just don't want you in the bank. So
Darn luck. I was looking for a bank too, but I guess
your grandma. Yeah, you and I talked over in Lisbon last year.
Oh, that was
You
you.
You got my bad side on camera though. So
Oh, okay.
I was hoping hoping someday.
Dobbs, were you sergeant then?
Yeah, I was hoping someday to have an opportunity to redeem myself. 'Cause
Oh, okay.
You got my bad side. So.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. I would have to rewatch that video. Grandma just has some Mary Jane and little baggies. They have some Coke in them.
But we don't usually allow people to just walk around the building. But if there's no need for you to have to go upstairs. There's nothing there that you would need.
Oh. Is that woman calling the police on me?
She is.
Why?
Well, you're a little bit of a strange, so
I'm strange?
If there's something that you need, we're happy to help you. If not, we're going to have to ask you to leave the building.
Oh, Grandma's doing nothing wrong here. She's just checking out the building.
But you are choosing to record and walk around our building, okay?
It's the people's building. It's all right, darling. Grandma's just having a look around. It's pretty bad that the other woman's snitching on Grandma.
Because I told her to.
Oh, you're a snitch too. Grandma doesn't like this. Next time, treat the public with respect.
Okay.
Thank you. Grandma was having the time of her life, and she was rudely interrupted by these two women inside working. They snitched on Grandma for nothing. I'm scared for my life. My uterus is shaking. Grandma's uterus is shaking.
What's going on, man?
Oh, how we doing?
Good, and you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Grandma's just here checking out the building.
Gotcha.
The women in there were rude to Grandma, but that's all right, you know. Maybe they'll learn to be a little bit nicer to the public.
Gotcha. Where's Grandma?
Oh, I'm Grandma, silly. Hello.
Gotcha.
Oh, it's all right. Grandma has a bag of treats, too. She was trying to share, but, you know, Grandma's always has the treats on her.
Gotcha.
Grandma got them Mary Janes, and Grandma even found baggies with a little bit of Coke in them, so... You know, Grandma's just here to have some fun. We could go out back by the cop car or around in the parking lot, maybe over to our left and share it together if you want some Mary Janes.
You got some cocaine with you?
Oh, no, just some Coke.
That's what I asked.
Yeah, Grandma has Coke. Yes, sir.
Can I see it?
Oh, certainly, sir. Here you go.
Just put it on the table.
Oh, yes, sir. Grandma knows how to treat this officer. He's a great man. You know, she was on that reindeer sleigh and damn Rudolph ran my ass over and Grandma had to put his ass down, so, you know, it's just one less. Here you go, sir. A baggie with a little Coke in it, sir. You can share some of that if you need. And we also got the Mary Jane, sir. Grandma knows how to have a good time. Grandma got a couple packs, so you're welcome to have one. Grandma also was doing a bit of investigation work, so...
You live around here or just passing through or?
Oh, Grandma's just visiting, sir.
Gotcha.
And if you want, Grandma and me, you know, we got the diet option of Coke as well.
I don't drink Coke.
I thought your town said lesbian, not Lisbon, so she was confused. She's like, oh, is there lesbians here? Let's have some fun.
Yeah. So you don't by chance have an ID on you, do you?
Oh, yes, sir. You know, I'm gonna have to see some ID for you, sir.
That's all right.
Oh, you son of a gun! You're so sly. Oh gosh. Grandma's hoping you're having a great day.
That day's almost over. So
oh, that means it's good, and it's the weekend. You better have a great weekend, sir.
That's my game plan.
Because Grandma doesn't want to put you on that naughty list. You might beat the shit out of Santa sometimes, but domestic and North Pole doesn't exist. Just don't tell no one. Yes, sir. But Grandma likes you. You're pretty nice to Grandma, so.
Well, we try.
You know, Grandma's just checking the building. She already went through it. She's done in the building anyway. It closes at 4:30 and ain't open till Monday. Yeah, they're almost closed, sir.
Yeah, there's a Whitey's down here. It's a bar and grill down on the corner of the highway. They got good food down there. It's called Whitey's. It's good food, local food. It's not a chain restaurant.
That's what Grandma's looking for. She's looking for that local culture here.
They got a chicken bacon ranch that's to die for. You should try
chicken bacon ranch. Oh my goodness.
Right on. So
you know what? I'm gonna go do that actually. Thank you very much. You as well. Have a good one, darling.
It's all right. It's all good.
Yeah, we're just conducting some investigations out here. One women's did say I'm looking spectacular, but you know.
Did you have military service?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
What were you in?
Army.
Army? What was your MOS?
Airborne Infantry, 11 Bravo, 1 Papa.
11. You know, there's only 2 MOSs in the Army, right?
Grunt and a Pogue.
11B and wannabe. That's awesome. You go to Benning then for jump school?
Yeah, that was right after basic training. Do Benning, same for airborne.
My son was in the Marines and went through the Army's airborne school, but he did a couple years in Okinawa, Japan.
That's cool.
So, yep, nope. That's all we ask is just stay on private or public property.
Yeah, that's what our plan was. It rarely happens that. Most of the time we just get shit on for whatever reason, whether people think it's weird or not. It's still our freedom to do it.
100%, man.
And so that's
a good video to go out and show cops in a good light as well.
We appreciate that. We're not here to bust your balls, and you know, so. Yeah, well, you guys got every right to be on the sidewalk. So enjoy the rest rather it be 80 degrees out.
I do appreciate you responding the correct way, because it rarely happens.
All right.
All right, cool, man.
If you need us, our number's 911.
All right, I'll try not to forget that. You never know nowadays. So,
All right, guys.
All right, have a good one.
You too.
This situation reminds us of the power and the controversy of exercising our rights. While filming in public is legal, how people perceive it can create unexpected conflicts. Respect and communication can go a long way in avoiding unnecessary tension. So next time you pick up a camera in public, ask yourself, are you making a statement or just making a scene? A man with a camera, a public sidewalk, and a debate over free speech. What could go wrong? In this intense encounter, a simple act of recording quickly turns into a heated argument about rights, privacy, and the limits of the First Amendment. But when does free speech cross the line into interference? And who gets to decide? Let's break it all down.
Can you lower that so I can see your face better, please?
No, thank you. You got to do your own work, brother. Keep your distance, though. Don't. I will smack that out of you.
Well, then you'll get charged with
No,
assault.
if you get in my own personal space, it's self-defense. Approach me. I didn't approach you.
You're out here filming everybody
Public
as they come and go.
building,
I know.
public workers.
Legal.
You work
Yes.
for me. I don't work for
yes,
you.
It is legal, but it's really creepy. And
You
it's
guys
kind
got
of-
cameras everywhere. What's creepy is what are you guys doing that you don't want me to see, that you're so scared of? Oh, I thought you wanted your picture because you were approaching me.
Answer any questions for you, sir? You seem very interested in the police department.
You guys will keep. Does this seem normal to you?
People take pictures all day long, brother. It's a camera.
He's talking to him right now.
That's okay. Free speech.
Yeah, but I can tell you, if they're in the middle of a conversation, that you don't interfere with them. You're interfering with him reporting possibly a crime. So that's 140 against.
Well, write me up for it then. I'll see you in court, brother.
Because you have every right to stand here and record.
And I have a right to speak, and I'm not going to stop because you want me to. If he wants to make a police report, I can talk over you. I can talk over him. He can go inside. He can go inside the office and file a report. There's no expectation of privacy in here. I'm 15 feet away. I'm not yelling. I'm not yelling. It's not a disturbance. No, it's free speech. You can't make a lawful activity, a constitutionally protected activity, a crime.
This is not intended for one hater, but all haters. Haters make me famous.
What better way to get someone back to work than to start recording them? Got the back area of the San Jose PD. This is their parking lot. PD around the corner. We've been here several times along with other auditors. You can see nothing saying restricted. We're allowed to walk through there. I actually drove through here from the other side. Got someone leaving right over here. Most likely a public employee with super dark illegal tinted windows. Interesting. If that was you or me, guys, we'd get a ticket. So they're whispering out that they saw me recording, but the important thing is they're not saying anything. This guy in the BMW was kind of eyeballing me. Looks like he might be some type of maybe an attorney, maybe a judge. Looks like he doesn't even want to get out. They're not bothering me, guys, so I'm going to continue. So this is the guy that was in the BMW. He came back. I had a feeling he was going to call someone. Six YCG 997. That's called the cam back of shame. He's off the clock, so it's not a public record. He's He's gonna go cry about it to someone because there's an American citizen taking pictures in America on public property. Can be a little crybaby. Just a guy with a camera, sir. 6YCG997. Just making sure I'm not a threat. A guy walking around with a camera with all the videos today that are out there, I mean, surfacing throughout the nation. You think he would know what time it was. He might be like a detective, maybe he's a judge. I don't know, we'll have to do some research into that. That was the guy, if you remember, that left over there, didn't want to go out of the driveway. He actually went out of his way to come back and get my picture, and could have done it from inside his car. He's actually parked down there. I'm not sure if he's going out or not. Let's see. Yeah, I think there he goes. Yeah, he left the parking lot. Here we got the PD. We got the jail across the street, the county building. I believe this is one of the courts. Got juvenile hall, I believe, or this is juvenile hall. That might be part of it over there. Yeah, guys. RYS733. Realistically what it is, just based on what he's carrying, he's probably one of the correctional officers. Got one of the sheriff vehicles rolling out right now. Maybe he's waiting for the gate to close behind him. Maybe he's radioing in that there's a guy with a camera. Let's see what he's doing. Let's see if he takes off as soon as I get too close. I'm not going to get too close. Got another worker over there. And action.
That's where I'm looking for monster truck stuff? Yeah. How do you feel that thing?
Good job, good job. That's how it should be, guys. And action.
Get action. What's going on?
They're parking over in the Santa Clara building. Good job, good job. That's what we want to see, guys. Vehicle 803. Got some more public workers leaving. Okay, hold on, let me get a little closer.
What's that?
Do me a favor, when you head out, walk a little slower so I get a better shot.
I don't like having my picture taken without my permission.
Oh, I thought you wanted your picture because you were approaching me.
Well, because I want to know what you're doing.
So you walk up to everyone wondering what they're doing?
When they're doing what you're doing, yes.
I wasn't even focused on you until you started kind of getting my attention, though. But anyways, yeah, you'll make a great thumbnail. Don't worry, you're good. It's silly to walk up to someone that you don't want to be recorded while they're recording. Have a good day. We got the cam back of shame right there.
you lower that so I can see your face better, please?
No, thank you. You got to do your own work, brother. Keep your distance, though. Don't. I will smack that out of you.
Well, then you'll get charged with
No,
assault.
if you get in my own personal space, it's self-defense. You can do your best. Keep your distance, though. If I come up to your face, you wouldn't like it, would you? Don't be a fucking dick.
Don't like you creeping on people.
Don't be a
taking
fucking
pictures.
dick.
You're the one that's kind of
You
being
came back
creepy.
to me, approached me. I didn't approach you.
You're out here filming everybody
Public
as they come and go.
building,
I know,
public
it's
workers.
legal.
You work
Yes.
for me. I don't work for
yes,
you.
It is legal, but it's really creepy. And
You
it's
guys
kind
got
of-
cameras everywhere. What's creepy is what are you guys doing that you don't want me to see, that you're so scared of?
No, we're scared of people coming after us.
With the police station right across the street.
Never know
With the
about
PD right across the street.
Never know about people.
I'm
So
guessing you've
just
never
making
been.
sure I'm
I'm
cataloging-
guessing you've never been to Disneyland or the beach or anywhere where people take pictures. Must be a scary place for you, huh?
You know, that's such a red herring. That's a bullshit.
It must be scary, huh? Go back under your bed when you get home. Be safe, man. I come in peace. You're good. Cam back a shame, guys. He thinks it's odd because I'm recording. I was just getting some B-roll footage. If you notice, when he was first over here, guys, he literally just walked right by me. I didn't say a word to him. I wasn't turning around recording him. I just kept walking. But then after, a few minutes, I always turn around to make sure no one's sneaking up on me. And sure enough, he had his phone out and he was trying to come over, and he was literally putting his camera almost right in my face. I had to put my hand out like this, to swap it away. I'm not going to get, too physical and get in a fight with him and have him bash me with his helmet. But I'm not going to let him stick his fucking camera, 6 inches from my face, man. You never let people get that close. Guy's a fucking lop. If he would have came over, cordially and respectfully and just, said hello, or even wanted to get my picture, guys, but keep 5 or 6 feet away. Don't get in my fucking personal space. Come on, man. Don't be a fucking idiot. Guy's a dickhead. Sorry, man. You get a fail, brother. He's not even my target, but he was just parked across the street when I was doing all my recording of the PD, and he decided to come out and start recording me.
I need you over here. I need you over here. I need you over here.
I come in peace, brother. I come in peace. I come in peace. So he was parked across the street over there. I was recording the cops. I was recording the part of this building right over here, which is a public building. And then he made a U-turn, and as he was driving by really slowly, he had his phone recording me. I wasn't recording him originally until I seen that he's trying to record me. And I was trying to call the cops on me, man. Like, what does he think's going to happen? That they're gonna come and lock me up because I'm taking pictures on the sidewalk? Come on, man. So that's where he was originally. I'm not sure what his problem is, though. Comes a couple of police officers. Maybe they can flag him down. Maybe he called and that's why they're pulling over. I think it's definitely possible. So there's the guy right over there. He's getting out of his vehicle. I think he might have called. See what happens. Could just be coincidence, who knows? Yeah, so I'm thinking he probably called.
Anything I can do to help you?
No, I appreciate it.
Okay. Do you have any questions? Anything I can
No, I
answer
didn't
about
call
the
you
police
guys.
department?
I didn't call you guys.
No.
I mean, maybe he did.
Okay, maybe. Yeah, we've had calls for you. That's all.
Got a cop caller here, guys.
Got in my window and started.
Sir, why don't you tell him the truth that you actually turned around in your car and made a U-turn and you drove up to me? Why don't you tell him that part? Tell him that part. Tell him that part. Because I got everything recorded.
So, this guy's a ransom.
Sir, I'm 1,000 feet away from you.
Because he was standing in the window of my...
People take pictures all day long, brother. It's a camera. Just like you were doing to me.
Because right now he's talking to a police officer,
and
that might be a criminal matter. So they're
What would
They're
be the
talking
offense?
of interfering with them?
No, I'm not interfering. It's free speech.
Yes, if you start
Would
yelling
you like me to
at
stand
them,
here? I'll stand back. Will that make you happier?
that's perfect. What I'm saying is, if you start yelling at that person,
I'm not yelling. I'm speaking. I'm speaking
were
so you can
just
hear
yelling
me.
at
I'm not yelling. Well, write me up for it then. I'll see you in court, brother.
I know what you're trying to do. I'm just informing
I was
you.
recording peacefully. He approached me. He literally came down, drove over here with his camera. That's the only reason I started recording him.
So, I understand that you're here. You're testing out your First Amendment rights.
Yeah. So what's the deal? Why would you threaten me with that?
Because you have every right to stand here and record.
And I have a right to speak, and I'm not going to stop because you want me to. If he wants to make a police report, I can talk over you. I can talk over him. He can go inside. He can go inside the office and file a report. There's no expectation of privacy in here. I'm 15 feet away. I'm not yelling. I'm not yelling. It's not a disturbance. No, it's free speech. You can't make a lawful activity, a constitutionally protected activity, a crime.
When you interfere with a police investigation,
No, stop it. Stop it. You're looking silly, man.
Well,
3979 McClure, K McClure. Is it K or K? K McClure is acting silly.
I don't mind you walking.
No, I don't want you to say that I attack you and then you arrest me and.
You're on camera.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You never know what happens to your camera or what you do.
So things go wrong with our cameras.
I'm not saying you personally. I'm not saying you ever did that. I'm just saying that in general, I don't know what's going to happen to it.
Would you like a case for C-card?
Yeah, if you got one, that'd be
Absolutely.
great. I appreciate it.
For you. So this is an event for the 2 calls for service today involving you.
Okay.
So
I'm going to back up just for my safety.
Sounds good. If you have any questions, you can feel free to talk to me. Just let them do their thing, okay?
Yeah, I'll let them. But just don't impede on my free speech, though.
Yeah, you're doing great right now.
Gotcha.
I'm just asking.
Do you have a personal business card by any chance?
I don't carry them with me.
Got it. You're the sergeant?
Yes.
Gotcha.
So I just wanted to make sure that
Okay, guys. So hopefully this gentleman gets educated on our First Amendment. I literally walked past him. He made a U-turn, approached me, recording me. Then he got upset when I started recording him back. It's kind of silly, guys. And nothing wrong with being a concerned citizen. In his opinion, he thinks it's suspicious with a guy my age and my shape walking around in broad daylight around a police building where they got tasers, they got guns. I mean, even if I tried to run, guys, I wouldn't make it 10 feet. So, I mean, it's crazy, man. I can't imagine the world, living in his world. Can you imagine going to Disneyland or the beach or something? And we got 4858.
You said a lot of people do it, like they record them in this car.
It's just silly, man.
Well, it is. It's silly. There's a lot of misunderstanding about what's legal and what's not legal about recording.
Yeah.
Most of the time, everything about it is legal, right? Public place.
Yeah.
There's no expectation of privacy, right? However.
Come on, man. You're doing good. You're doing good.
Yep.
Keep it that way. Keep it that way.
The issue is that people get upset, right?
Yeah.
That is just the nature of human beings.
No,
right?
I get it.
When people get recorded, whether it's lawful or unlawful, people get annoyed.
I understand completely
and
on
so
that.
people tend to abandon the rules and they get upset. Right?
The funny thing is I wasn't even recording him, though, and he went out of his way to get into my recording session. That's like jumping in a swimming pool and saying, hey, I don't want to get wet. It's just silly.
But it happens, right?
That's just my opinion, man.
It is.
I come in peace, man. I'm not here to harm anyone or stalk anyone. When I was recording people, I don't follow them to their cars.
Right.
You know,
normally,
I don't go over fences or.
But that's a great point because recently we've had several people enter our secure campus.
When you say you mean here or you mean
yes.
some? Oh, okay.
No, here. So people have either jumped the fence.
I was
like
if you
right
meant like
after
your training facility over there on like Monterey or whatever you meant.
our police department, where
Gotcha.
all of our dispatchers are, and so
not very smart criminals, I guess. If that's what their intent was, I don't know if they're just trying to get out of the weather, but if they have criminal intent, that's not the smartest idea.
It's very unnerving. So we will get calls because we don't know what your intent is until someone like me comes over here and sees that you're just exercising your First Amendment rights, and then we're all good. But until then, we have to assume the worst until we
well, let's not assume the worst, man. Let's give we're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty.
Innocent until proven guilty, but a police officer has to assume the worst to be prepared for the worst.
But if you get a call with a guy with a camera, what would be that worst? With all that, like you said, you knew what I was doing. You've been obviously educated, either seen the videos or you've been educated. Yep. You know, maybe you've had meetings or emails. I don't know how you guys communicate it, but at some point you've had some type of training or communication about it. So when you get a call for, there's a guy out there in broad daylight with a big boomstick, a camera, just walking around peacefully with a battery pack, just recording, you're like, okay, it's just one of those pesky camera guys. Code 4, we're good. Let's go interact because we have to. We got a call, but at that point, hey, we're good.
And that's a great point. The last thing you said, At that point, we are good.
Once you realize it's just a camera guy,
Yep.
though.
But until I get here, I don't know what your intent is. I don't know if you're armed. I don't know what's going on until I get here and I see that you're who you are, and we're all good. So, again, that's why I say we have to plan for the worst, because I don't want to show
And going back to the free speech, I just got to, intervene on that. And hey, we can agree to disagree, and it is what it is. Physical speech, a First Amendment protected activity, cannot be considered interference. Interference is a physical offense. Now, if I go up to the point where I'm yelling in his ear where he can't do anything, but for me speaking loud enough so he can hear me from 15, 20 feet away, that's free speech, brother. And I'll do it all day long. If you'd like to prove a point, I can do it right now. And if you want to write me a citation for misdemeanor, felony, whatever, I'm not sure what it is, we'll go to court and we'll battle it out.
My point
That's
is
not my intention. I'm just saying.
I understand.
I'm trying to have a cordial conversation.
I don't take the bait when people challenge
It's not
me.
bait. It's not bait.
It's
just a fact. It's a fact.
I don't take the bait when someone challenges me to write or an arrest or a citation to prove a point. I can use my words just like you, and I can educate.
I appreciate that. Honestly, I do appreciate that. I wish more officers thought that way, because some will let their emotions or the ego get to them. So, like you said, you're law enforcement, not feelings enforcement.
But exactly. But we're also not AI.
But exactly. But we're also not AI. But exactly. But we're also not AI.
We'll be replaced by robots, and then nobody gets under the robot's skin, right?
Yeah.
Nobody pushes the robot's buttons until.
Or they're trained to just not care and just violate our rights. Who knows?
Could be.
But again, me just communicating with him, like I said, saying that free speech is interference is absolutely 100% preposterous, unless I'm doing it to the point where you literally just cannot do anything. But there's no expectation of privacy out here. So if you want a private conversation, you take them inside one of the little rooms in there, you take them into your car, you take them somewhere, but not on the sidewalk, man. Come on.
So that's where we're splitting hairs, where you're saying it.
I will agree to disagree then.
That's right. Where you and I are agreeing, but then disagreeing, because you're saying I'm not interfering with him unless I walked up to him and started yelling at him.
Well, that could be a disturbance then.
So what's the difference between standing here and yelling at him?
Well, the difference is I wasn't yelling. I was speaking loud enough so he could hear me from that distance.
And interrupting what they were.
Interrupting is not a crime. Interrupting someone is not a crime.
If you're interfering
No,
with
sir.
an investigation.
No, sir.
Okay. Well, there's something for you.
I would challenge you that left and right, day and night, 24/7.
And you're welcome to ask your viewers what they think.
I will.
And see what their take is on it.
This encounter proves that knowing your rights is only half the battle. How you exercise them matters just as much. Free speech is a powerful tool, but using it wisely can make all the difference between asserting your rights and escalating conflict. So, next time you're in a public space, remember, just because you can doesn't always mean you should. A simple walk near the police station turns into an intense standoff when officers detain a man for suspicion of vehicle tampering. Despite having no evidence, they demand ID and try to justify the stop. But when the man knows his rights, the situation quickly turns into a battle of words and authority. Did the officers overstep their power, or was this a necessary investigation? Let's break it down.
Hey.
We just got a call that you were looking through vehicles and everything.
Okay.
So what's that about?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. So why are you saying
I don't answer questions.
what's up?
I don't answer questions. I know, I don't answer any of that.
Can you just give me your name?
No, definitely not.
What's the problem?
Actually, if you wanted to write some tickets, I found some cars over there that have expired tabs. Is that something you do?
They're in a private parking lot. I can't.
It's a public parking lot, though. It's taxpayer funded.
I'm not going to write tabs tickets for cars that are private.
Can you speak up so my camera can hear you?
If you're just going to be difficult with this,
You came to me. You're being difficult for me.
I don't need the attitude.
I don't need the attitude. Go away.
I just had some concerned citizen because you were looking into cars that are obviously not yours. There's been a string of car break-ins.
At the police department?
This is not the police department.
What's going on?
That's what we're trying to figure out. What's going on with you?
What's your name?
What are you doing out here?
What's your name?
My name is Nate. You're being investigated right now for peeking into cars and being up to no good. What are you doing?
I don't answer questions. Am I being detained?
Yeah, you are detained right now.
For what? Speak up.
I'll talk to the RP and figure out what they gotta do.
I'm being detained right now?
Yeah, you are detained.
For what?
You said you talk to the RP.
Speak up, sir.
I'm not talking to you right now.
Well, you need to tell me why I'm being
I'm talking
detained.
to her right now.
You need to tell me why I'm being detained because it's an illegal detainment.
No, it's not an illegal detainment.
It's an illegal detainment because you can't tell me why you're
No, you are
detained.
being investigated right now for possibly tampering with motor vehicles. There you go. Any other questions?
I'm being detained for tampering with motor vehicles?
That
or
is correct.
Suspicion? Suspicion?
Any suspicion of tampering with motor vehicles.
Is suspicion a crime?
Yes.
Suspicion is not a crime. Suspicion is not a crime.
I didn't say suspicion, so.
She did.
Anyways, what's your name?
Is that your buddy over there?
I don't know who that is. I think he just wants to watch the show.
Well, it's not a very good show, so.
I know, it's got two shitty characters right here.
The reason why we're here is just people called and said that they saw you peering and messing around with
You
cars.
already said that. Do you have anything new to say?
So.
Do you have anything new to say?
That's why we're here.
Alright, well, I'm being detained. I'd like to know why.
I just explained that to you.
Okay, I'm being detained for suspicion of tampering. Is that correct?
Right now, you are being detained because we got called here that there was a person that matches your description that was peeking in and potentially tampering with vehicles. So right now, we're trying to figure that out.
What? No, if you just step away, we're trying to figure out what's going on. Dude, stop making
Hey,
it
fuck
hard.
you. Leave him alone. Yeah, that's right. Keep it pushing, bitch.
Be arrested for obstruction? No. So just
Yeah. Why don't you go arrest him for obstruction? Is that really what you think you're gonna do right now? You're gonna arrest him for obstruction? What is that? 30 feet away?
where's your driver's license?
Why would I have a driver's license?
Because I would like to know going
Well, that fucking sucks. Any more stupid questions?
Are you gonna stop being a dickhead?
Fuck no.
Is this how you talk to every single person?
Nope, just people that harass me.
We're not harassing. We're trying to figure out
Well,
why
you're detaining me and I don't
why
want to be
you're
detained right
looking
now.
into vehicles that are not yours.
Is that a crime?
Yes.
What crime is it?
Tampering with motor vehicles.
Tampering is a physical act. Are you fucking retarded?
That's why we're investigating it.
Well, I don't have to help you with your investigation. Now fucking hurry up. I'd like to be on my way.
Yeah, if you can just quickly get your name, we'll be on your
Never
way.
gonna happen. I told you there's cars over there with
Giving you a
expired
lawful
tabs.
order to provide your name.
You're lawfully requiring me to...
I'm asking you for your name. For your
Nope,
driver's
you gotta take me to jail.
license. Is that really worth it, my guy?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's
Take me to
not,
jail.
I'm telling you right now.
Well, you're full of shit. You know you
I'm
can't.
telling you right now.
You'll lose your qualified immunity and I'll get a bunch of money.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, if you don't know, you should try reading.
Okay, you're just trying to be some big dude saying.
I'm
big
not.
words.
I'm sitting down and you're standing next to me with weapons and armor. I'm not a big dude. I'm literally sitting down.
And I'm not a big person either.
I never said you were.
Listen, can I just explain this to you real quick?
Sure.
Imagine somebody was messing with your car in your driveway. And a
Well,
neighbor
we're
called,
not
right?
in a
Just listen to me,
driveway.
just
We're at the
listen to me real
fucking
quick.
police
I understand
department.
that. Let me just explain to you why
No,
we're here.
I'm not. I don't want to listen.
We didn't
I
just
don't
stop
care.
here because we wanted to talk to you.
I don't
we
care.
got called here because someone matching your description was messing with vehicles. We came to investigate it. You match the description. We're here. I don't see any damage.
Okay.
So, as far as I'm concerned, you're good to go.
Okay. Well, leave me alone.
We don't have. I'm just explaining.
Be
to
on
why
your way. You're literally blocking a fire lane for a non-emergency. Get the fuck out of here, dumbass. It's not an emergency. It's not an emergency.
It doesn't need to be an emergency for me to park right there.
It doesn't have to be an emergency to block an emergency fire
I'm
lane.
blocking it. I'm not even on the road.
No parking, fire lane.
Fire truck to be driving on the sidewalk. I'm not blocking anybody.
Alright, is that what we're here for, or are you guys just here to harass me?
No, it wasn't harassment. It was a
Alright, well
lawful
hurry the
detention.
fuck up. I'm sick of
It was
this.
a lawful detention of why we're here investigating the activity.
Do you need something? a pharmacy for that.
Is this a pretty serious detainment? How serious is this detainment? How serious is this detainment?
You have to go to like Walgreens or
Hey,
CVS.
hey, pay
Can
attention.
You shut the fuck up.
No, I can't. You can shut the fuck up.
You have to go to Walgreens or CVS.
Get the
okay?
fuck away from me.
Yep.
Am I being detained?
Do you want to talk to me longer?
No.
Okay.
Just so you know, if you get caught.
I don't need any instructions.
Okay.
I'm not going to listen to any directives. You're dismissed. You're dismissed.
Stop
I'm going to do it as soon as you leave. As soon as you leave.
If you're tampering with motor vehicles, then I will arrest you.
If I what?
If you're tampering with motor vehicles,
I never was and I never will. I don't
So
need any
don't.
directives. I don't need any directives. You're dismissed.
Okay, Nate, we can go. We don't have to.
You have a good day.
You're dismissed.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
This incident highlights the importance of knowing your rights. Suspicion alone is not a crime, and officers cannot legally demand ID without reasonable suspicion of a crime. Standing up for your rights can lead to tense moments, but compliance without question sets a dangerous precedent. The question remains, if you were in this situation, would you fight back or give in? A simple traffic stop quickly turns into a tense confrontation as a Raleigh police officer detains a driver on suspicion of driving with a suspended license. The driver insists he has broken no laws and demands a supervisor, but things escalate fast. Was this a lawful stop or a violation of rights? Let's break it down.
Yes, ma'am.
What's that? Already have. Let's go.
Call 911. That's what you do. Call 911. Hang up and call 911. Okay.
Now, as I've explained to you before, I arrested you months ago for driving on a suspended license. I don't know if that's valid or not. So right now you're being pulled over and suspected of driving on a suspended license. You hand me your license. If it turns out to not be true, great. Go on your way. That's it.
Write your ticket. And let me go about my business.
No, we're kind of past that at this point.
Okay, well, call your supervisor and we're going to see where we go at.
I have.
Okay.
You shut off the car for me?
You might want to get out the road. You got me sitting in the middle of the street. What if somebody running behind us? This ain't safe.
You're the one that pulled over right here.
Because you lit me up for nothing.
You could have pulled it over there. You could have pulled over to
You pulled me over for nothing. You pulled me over for nothing.
I
don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what you're thinking. And I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. I promise you I'm going to show you better than I can tell you.
Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. All right, okay. What?
Say that.
Tell him, under activation of advice of my attorney, I do not consent to any searches and seizures and will not be answering any questions without my lawyer present.
That's fine. I still need your license. It's a valid traffic stop.
No, it's not, because I ain't committed no traffic law. I ain't break no traffic. I never even committed a traffic violation.
All right. All right. So I'm going to give you some instructions. Hang on. I'm going to give you some instructions.
Don't you want me to get out?
No, I'm going to give you some instructions. Spell, come over to this side.
Don't you want me to get out?
I'm going to give you some instructions to get out. Spell, come over to this side. Go and put your phone on the dashboard, Mr.
I'm
Robertson.
recording. I'm not putting my phone nowhere. I'm recording you.
Spell, come over to this side. Put your hands on top of your head then. Both of them. You can have everyone.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay, you gonna let me out? You gonna let me get out? God damn.
Step out.
That's what we do every time.
No, you don't.
Stop.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. I swear to God. Watch this.
Frank,
No,
just
it's cool,
cooperate.
Okay.
Frank, just cooperate.
I am. You know I ain't gonna fight. This is practice for me. Now, let's go. Can you call your supervisor, please?
He's on the supervisor.
I want a supervisor. I asked him for a supervisor.
Okay. You already requested it?
These are too tight on my arms. They are too tight on. I'm telling. I got shot in my arm. They're too tight on my arm.
Frank.
Too tight on. I got shot in my arm. They're too fucking tight on my arm.
Officer Spell. Officer Spell.
This incident raises serious concerns about due process and police accountability. While officers have the power to enforce laws, citizens also have the right to question and protect themselves against potential overreach. Knowing your rights and staying calm can make a difference. But when authority is challenged, will justice prevail? No ID, no crime, no problem. But what happens when officers refuse to respect the rights they swore to uphold? That's exactly why we do this, to document, expose, and educate. If you're tired of seeing public officials misuse their power, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. New videos every week, and trust me, you won't miss them. Stay informed, stay empowered, and most importantly, stay free.